So the scouring of the parts bin has begun. I have too many parts floating around, but anyway, there is the 3570K, and found the fan for that, so that's good. I think there's some memory there that will work on that system, and yeah, just stuff. So the oops, what did I just knock over? Brilliant. So power supply, motherboards, things, and we will start to. I found, for example, where did I put it? Oh yeah, I found for an example an old Audigy 2 sound card. I think that in modern Windows there are issues with getting those working, and I don't know if I've got the PCI slots for that. But anyway, we will see. We will see, and yep, we're gonna get going on that. So here's the, in theory, the board for the old i5 3570K, and I'm going to mount that processor and that fan in here. And these, it was always hard to find small motherboards for those, if I remember right. And this is really only, like, my hand is bigger than this board, so I don't know what I'll use this board for yet. But I had that processor. What happened with that processor was my Gigabyte board that it was in basically died. I don't know if that processor, maybe the processor died, who knows, won't know. But I'll be putting that in here and just seeing, does it fire up? This board was like £15 on AliExpress, so it's probably a garbage board. I'm not expecting much out of it, but who knows? We're just going to chuck it together out of spare parts that I've got floating around, and it could be okay. So if that 3570K has onboard graphics, which I think it does, I have an Nvidia P4 card, which is like a pass-through card, and it's equivalent to a cut-down 1080. So this could be, because I haven't really found a system where I've got pass-through graphics that would be a fit for this. But if if this does have pass-through graphics, and I could do that, then this would be a very small form factor, like LAN gaming rig, stupid box, and who doesn't want that? So yeah. Okay, so I've cleaned up the gunk that was on the bottom of the fan, and I've cleaned off the gunk that was on top of the processor, just chucked on an SSD there, memory is loaded in, and on our boot test it's going to be if it's got onboard graphics or not, but I have fallbacks. This is not a very good graphic card, it's some horrible thing, but if it doesn't have onboard graphics, we'll find out. So yep, let's see. So I've built several budget boxes using these power supplies. I can't vouch that they are like the greatest power supply in the world, but they have basically done the job, and they are good value. So within the bounds of budget boxes, I've not had any problems with these, and I've fitted several. They've all worked. And within the bounds, as I say, budget build, they work fine. They do the job, and you obviously don't want to spend a fortune on a Power supply, you don't really want to skimp on power supplies either, because you need reliable power to the system. But nonetheless, these do the job, and you can pay a lot more, but everything in the budget build is down to cost, so that's what we're going to fit. Okay, so this is the power supply. It comes with a reasonable set of end cables. I don't think it's anything special in terms of juice, but it is what it is. And we'll hook it up and do a quick video test on this board. This board isn't being fitted to anything, but we're going to do just a fire up test. It comes without the CR32 battery, so that's been fitted. Some storage, memory, processor fan. The fan is a bit wonky, wear and tear on that old fan. It's not ideal, but as I say, budget builds are down to cost, so just see how we do. Okay, so power is plumbed in, we got video connected. I need a keyboard and mouse, so I'm just going to use this contraption for that, and I'll get that plugged in and we'll try and fire it up. So look what we got here. One power supply spinning, what looks to be a healthy fan spinning up, and we've got Windows booting. I didn't plan for Windows to be on here, but it's on the SSD. I'll probably do something else with it, but basically looking good. Looking good. If it's Windows 11, it's probably going to fail because it's got no TPM. And I can't remember what's on here. It looks like it's trying to do 11, but it's going to fail, I think. Anyway, so far so good. Okay, so we've got bought with the board, we've got a 2650 V3. I have obviously got excited previously about doing some X99, and come on, focus, you can do it. Come on, camera, what's your problem? So this one, let's see if we can bring it into the fold a bit better here. Is that just not showing any text? Maybe it needs better light. Okay, so we got a 2630 V4 here. And we've got a package, which is this one here, which is a 2650 V4. So we got a 2650 V3. Let me zoom back out here. We've got a 2650 V3 here, a 2650 V4, and a 2630. 2630? Which one was it? 2630. A 2630 V4. And these specs give me various things. So the 2630 V4, 10 cores, 20 threads, 85 watts TDP. It's got a base of 2.2 and a boost of 310. The version 350 is 105 watts. It can get to 3 gig, and it's got a base frequency of 2.3. And the version 4 of the 2550 it's got more cores, but it only boosts to 2.9, and it's 105 watts. So I think, as much as I'm going to keep these two 50 versions, I'm not sure actually what the benefit of the 50 is over the 30, when the 30 seems to have lower wattage and higher frequency. weird. That is a bit weird. 2.2, 2. Oh, it's lower. Its base frequency is a little bit higher. And if I wanted more cores, I can chuck these in. And part of the fun of this is that I can be swapping the processor around for different workloads and just messing around on X99. So I will go with the 85 watt. Let's see, let's pick the right one. This is the one I'm going to throw in. 10 cores, 20 threads, 310 turbo frequency. And the main reason I'm doing that is if there's some tasks like games or whatever that prefer a bit more clock speed, the speed difference won't be a lot, but the fan I think would have been, the cheap fan I got would have been pushing hard on the 105 watt CPUs. So let's drop it by 20 watts as well, and let's put it together. All right, so system has been popped together, and as ever, what you do before you start mounting stuff in the case and all that jazz is you need to do your pre-mounting test. So you want to check that the system fires up, boots, works properly, and so on. So let's make sure my keyboard is on here. Yep, keyboard's running. So there we go, system's spun up. Hit the old delete key. Come on, you can do it. Oh. Yay! Alright, so I did a pre-test before, so I know it works. 32 gig of RAM, Xeon with 10 cores, 20 threads, will turbo boost up to 3.1 gig, which is not that high, but it'll suffice for what we got to do. I think this is it's either a 750 Ti or a 1050 Ti graphic card I've shoved in there for now. And yeah, that's going to be the core of the system. So pre-test done, power supply works nice, RGB fans works well. It's not even warm to the touch, that fan system. I'm only in BIOS, so wouldn't expect that to be running full tilt, but it's all good.